Not a lot I can do about either. Alright, time to conquer Procan. Only 2 plants to do, or to kill off, and we are golden here. That'll leave 3 more systems in their forming fleet. So I can move this as far as I like. Although all these infantry are kind of taking a lot longer than I would like, so... Because most of them, like I said, are going to have very minor, if not really going to have any role in this fight, because they're so far away. Alright, well, let's get this underway. Get my... Oh, it didn't even use all its action points, interestingly enough, huh? So I don't even have to do anything. I could just get my free shots off, back off. These are melees, right? Yep. So, still has a... It's gonna have to move around there, so I'll wait. Actually, I don't want to wait. Because otherwise I'm gonna be wasting action points. And I don't want to do that. So I'll adjust accordingly. I got a good handful of rockets here. 3 rockets plus the mech. Perfect. So I can just do a free like 150 points of damage. Well, not 150. There's only 4 unless there's a 5th one around here. Well, there's the 5th. Or yeah, okay, I'm good. 150 points of damage about. If they can all somehow get their shots off on the mech, that pretty much is going to kill that mech there with a couple extra laser rounds from my mech itself. It's just a shame. I would love it. Just give it an extra hex AoE range, so that way I can just obliterate all 4 of these things in one fell swoop. So, let's see. Anyway, looks like the mech's not doing anything at all. It's just got stuck. Which I can live with. A useless mech is the best kind of mech. So I'll happily welcome it. Although I'll wait a turn, I guess. Because Owlwalk was there, decided to go around where it was instead. Even more wasted action points. That's the best kind of mech. Let's see, how much damage can I throw at this? So I got another Rocketeer here, but I am a bit in an awkward spot. Because I don't really want to move it forward, because that seems suicidal almost. It feels like it anyway. Even though I'm about to murder everything anyway. And I can't move to him, because I got this other Rocketeer to shoot. Alright. Let's just unload all the rockets. Like I said, 150 points of damage, and I think that just took 4 rockets. So it was actually 35 points, so... Yeah, it took like... Took 140 points there with that, so it was pretty damn close, and that was only with 4 rockets, I think. So we're getting there. The countdown begins. Procan 1 or Procan 2 just needs to be conquered, and then it's the last 3 systems. The end is nigh. Thankfully, this is just a small force, so it's going to go a little bit quicker. Still the same kind of battle, though. So let's see, 8 action points, so that should be fine for getting its max 12 in. Even though it's kind of pointless now, I might as well try and optimize, not waste my action points as much as I can. Because yeah, it's going to shoot my mech anyway, so I might as well move forward. That doesn't even have a shield. So, I'm going to back him up. That doesn't even have a shield. I'm doing well here. I have 4 movements. There we go. Now it's more than enough. I was worried for a moment. Thinking I would not be able to get any extra shield to protect them. I'm good. And they're all nicely clumped up now, but I am going to lose that shield. It's time to rocket away. And just shoot it directly for an added bonus. Can't shoot anything there, but I can get 2 shots off here. Let's see. I'll have some action points to kind of move, if I so wish. But I don't really need to. That did a lot of damage that turn. That was a very effective run. A series of rocket shots. And that damage is only temporary, I'm not worried. So I get 2 shots. No, I'm not going to kill that mech. It was close enough though. Only two health left, I believe. There, that was nice and quick. There's an infantry battle I can live with. Didn't drag on, but the reason most of these are probably dragging on is because I have so many infantry now. I'm so used to fighting those mechs at this point, it's kind of overkill. Just causes extra time that we don't need for these battles. Especially, like I said before, they hardly do anything at all. Alright, so 3 systems left. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but I don't like it. I don't like the conspiracies that are happening there with those Corvettes, so let's take care of them and then head up to reinforce with the rest. So I'll let them refuel. Just better safe than sorry, I guess. There we go. And now start moving them up. Wonder what's going on there. Unless it's moving down, because that thing's been there for a while. I'm not sure why. And that fleet is boldly moving forward. And what happened to the Titans? My hack sensor thing is not working again, isn't it? That's annoying. Let me just make sure my infantry are all out. There we go. I want to make sure they're in the fleet before I start moving. Especially this infantry force. And like before, I'll probably separate them. So that way I have a little more balance and these battles will go a little bit faster. Because these ones are going to go with the bottom fleet. I just want to make sure I go a little bit further ahead so that way I know that they can intercept that fleet without an issue. I don't want an awkward situation where they're just trailing behind the entire time. That's the hope anyway. Yeah, there's the Titan I was talking about. For some reason it doesn't want to show me it. What's going on there, huh? With that hack sensors. And do I have enough infantry to take that? I'm pretty certain I do. Yep. I should be good. The invasion begins. The last 3 systems are all gonna get invaded at once. I do gotta be careful there. I would love to just keep on flying forward, but I know with how fast these things are going, I'm almost certain it's just gonna miss entirely. Does that really matter? Actually, it doesn't really matter. It's only 2 ships, so we can just test that theory out. Okay, we caught him. So they want my Galactinet. I don't know, that may be too powerful for you. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that much power. Not to mention I don't have much tolerance anyway. Oh, and those nano caches are quite significant, mainly because they boost production, so that might be why. I'll let them have it. This game's almost over anyway, so it's not going to really impact them in any noticeable sense. The only thing I have to worry about is not running out of fuel, so if that fleet can make it across that gap, then we're good. How conveniently named, huh? The plant titans where several of their titans are housed, and where the final big battle is going to be at. Hell, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to let the Trinity Titans have their fun. If I could somehow select them. There, that's better. Just to put the final foot down, or the final nail in the coffin, as it were. I don't honestly even care about this fleet, do I? 18 fleet strength is strong enough to worry about. So I might as well take that out. There we go. I gotta let this happen, this fight happen, because, hey, it's the Titans. One final time, we gotta give them a last hurrah. Because otherwise, no one will really remember the legacy the Titans left behind. Locust, Swarm, Capri, with its very limited time in the world, and of course Garlon, which is somewhere in one of those big massive fleets I have. Heck, you know, that's what I should have done. I should have had Garlon with these Titans. That would have been nice. And let's see, we'll have those ships basically just deal with the battleship there. Just watch it melt. Capri, what are you doing, Capri? Well, I know I said it that way. It's like, it's more of a micro-intensive ship in comparison to everything else. It's faster than its null field cans at this point because of all the research. And you just saw how quickly it obliterated that Titan. It was nice knowing you. Huh, and even with all that downtime, it looked like Capri was doing nothing. It just instantly did more damage than Locust. In that last final barrage, I think. Which is kind of funny. Because it looked like it was not doing any damage at all. At least from my point of view. I'm sure it got like one good salvo in before it decided to fly away from everything. And then turn around and got another shot, series of shots off. But this is probably the last time we'll get to see the Titans, which is kind of a shame. Overlooking the system of Titan itself. So we'll auto that. Let's see what Titan 2 is pretty. I kind of want to just auto it. We're pretty much almost done here. Let's see. I should win, you would think. Oh, I didn't even notice there was Titan 3. So, what kind of troops do I have left? It doesn't want to tell me. So, just one mech. That's fine. I could deal with one mech if I had a way to heal it. And I'm not going to auto this just so I can make sure I have the troops to conquer that last system in Titan. So, once this campaign's done, I got a lot of prep work to do, I think, before I finally upload these last series, because I got to make sure I am prepared for the next Let's Play, to make sure we are not slowed down one bit. Let's see, 8 action points, so I can leave that there safely. Because I want to try and keep a good, consistent pace going. So, but onwards, let's see. I'll just fire a rocket here. I'm not even in range to get the mech's attention, but that actually works out well, because then it's going to have to move forward. Which kind of does this, essentially the same thing. And then I can hopefully get my focus fire in the process. Just gotta move my infantry around. Find some of my rocketeers. Do I even... I'm not even noticing any of my rockets. So I don't think I have any here, do I? Okay, there we go. I'm good. I was worried for a moment. There, move forward. That's best case scenario. So these three can shoot it. This one here can hit it. And that's going to take a lot of damage. Whether it's enough to kill it, we'll find out in a moment. Because these guys are all pretty much Smartlink marksmen, so they should be able to... Well, they already took out half its health. I'm going to get 3 shots in here, and that has Smartlink too, but I just sadly used my rocket. And it can move, so... Yeah, it's dead. Okay, I was saying that can move, but apparently it can't. So I'm lying to even myself right now. Alright, that one's down. Trying to figure out where to move this. I guess I'll move it there. Well, I didn't really need to move it apparently, because it's gonna get a shot anyway. Let's see, with the rock in the way, it's hard to tell how close I am. And if I, yeah, it has to move all the way around, so there's no way it can reach me. And now you are dead. And this, your friend here is going to join you in a moment. Alright. Now we'll form up the army. And just auto-resolve Titans 3 there, and that system will be out of the way. Since I don't think I'll be using this infantry fleet anymore. And then Titan will be conquered, and the last 2 systems will be just in reach. Or at least my fleet will be just about there. And then maybe I can auto-resolve most of them too. Wow, and now I'm suddenly in pulp space. And it's actually the first time I get to see their adorable ships. Ah, why couldn't you, polyps, have been the dominant race, even though you are kind of like using basic engines and that? I don't know. You seem much more menacing. Yeah, they're using titanium. They seem formidable. For some reason, they just refuse to use the fusion power in the engines, which is kind of hurting them a little bit. What are the frigates like? Still same, so they're not really all that exciting. And of course, the corvettes are using the fusion power, and yet nothing else is. Okay, that's a little bit better, but now they downgrade the steel armor. It's almost like the bots are trying to keep the production costs down on purpose almost, and I'm not sure why. Because the Cordrazine Titan here is easily one of the most... Look! Just take a look at that. Mind you, the Chaos can, so who knows how the hell they're gonna work. But damn it, that ignores shields completely. Imagine how dangerous that would be to my fleet right now. That could potentially single-handedly wreck anything that I have to throw at it. And it didn't have titanium armor. This is all confusing to me. This had titanium armor and then they downgrade to plastic steel. And yet this thing is still slow as hell because it didn't bother to upgrade the engines. The AI is confusing. And that's why ultimately I kinda hate how this campaign went. Because the Federation was easily the most formidable fleet I had to go up against. The Cux affiliation was really difficult, because that was before I got established, essentially. But the Federation could have single-handedly annihilated me if it wasn't for the damn fact that they were stuck on Lewis, trying to conquer it all this time, and do absolutely nothing. Why can't I just move that plan? How hard is that to do? Don't get why it's being difficult to move, but okay. Because I clearly see it occupied.